I don't know why I'm testing it now. I tested it literally seconds ago. And minutes.
And that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. All right. Nice one. Goodbye.
That's it for this week. Or this, bi-weekly?
Yeah.
Update?
It's practically bi-weekly. The last 3 episodes I've been. This being the third.
Well, the last 2 were weekly. But
Yeah, for us. This one's bi-weekly. But it got uploaded in a bi-weekly schedule, so this one will be the week after, making it 3 bi-weekly episodes. Either way, welcome to episode 5 of NerdTalk.
Yes, the podcast where he spite edits episode 4 just to prove a point.
Yeah.
He edited it the same day. What was it like after we stopped recording, I started bullying you because when it took you like 2 months to record edit episode 2. And then you proceeded to text me the following morning that you already edited episode 4.
I can go find it. Wait, did I? Oh, wait, do you mean the visual episode or?
No, the audio episode. Or no, was it episode? I think it was episode 3 that took you like 2 months to do. I don't remember exactly.
Oh, yeah. No, I found it because I literally said I sent you that picture of the too cool Christian tweet of when it said when you're a Kendrick Lamar concert and he's giving you the mic to rap to Auntie's Diary. Which is fucking hilarious, and it's just a picture of Drake in that concert. And I said, episode 4 is being rendered. Fuck you, Lamar.
Literally the day after.
Yeah. And that same day, as it was being scheduled to be uploaded on the 20th, I think, the head of the KKK got pranked.
I never actually got to watch the video because it was 30 minutes and I still had work, so I did not have 30 minutes.
I just watched. See, okay. I hate Snapchat. I hate it the bits. It's my shit posting platform for a fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw that video on fucking the Snapchat Reel thing, like underneath everyone's stories. And I was like, nah, this is clickbait and it's kind of working. So I watched it. I was like, oh my fucking God, he actually did it. He, for people who don't know, somehow, a YouTuber named by Nico Olamari, Omaliama?
British. Nico Amilana.
Nico Amilama. Thank you. You can just
Lana. Where did you see the M? It's an N.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my Lord.
Dyslexia kicks in. Fuck off. Either way, he posted a video saying, I pranked the most racist man. And the thumbnail says the leader of the KKK pranked by BBC. And I watched the Snapchat video because I'm not watching a 30-minute video of a guy planning to prank the leader of the KKK.
Yeah.
Either way, he ended up pranking him by making him shout out Twitter names, which were like, I support BLM, you're a cunt, eat a dick. It all sounded like that in his accent. So it just came out really funny. And honestly, good on the man. I mean, not a lot of people can say to prank the leader of the KKK, but he did.
That's for damn sure.
I mean,
no one besides Dave Chappelle in 2001 was able to prank the KKK. Shout out to anyone that knows that sketch.
I think I remember that.
From Chappelle Show.
Yes. That I remember now. Fuck, I've not watched Chappelle Show in a minute.
So, I guess to kind of go in the order of events since the last podcast, I'm officially no longer employed at my last job, which I can say now was the lovely retail company of Staples.
Yeah. I asked him, what, when did I want to record? Friday? Yeah.
You wanted to record while I was closing for my last day.
Yeah, which I didn't know was his last day. I knew he was quitting, I just didn't know when, and I was like, hey, y'all, do y'all want to record on Friday? Dylan almost came in. He didn't, the bitch. And I just see James saying I'm working on Friday. So I'm jokingly going, hey, Dylan, you do our podcast for fucking Friday, eh? And James says it would be funny as it's my last day of working. Sorry, it'd be funny as it's my last day, but I'm working. So I'm like, okay, we can do Saturday. Shit came in on Saturday, so now we're recording on Sunday, bitch.
Yep. Which, to go somewhat into detail, because I know in the previous episodes I've been I shit on my job quite a lot. And I still have a lot of frustrations with the job. But a lot. Looking back on it, it definitely could have been a lot worse for how quickly I was hired. Could have been a lot worse of an experience. And I did like a lot of my coworkers, and I still had some other problems I won't get into on podcast, but honestly I really did. The job was easy. It was just the customers. It was just like it isn't worth it. it's really not worth it. All the harassment and sometimes just like abuse you will get from customers just because you're the retail worker and there's someone who are at the point in their life where they don't have to rely on this as their job anymore.
Yeah, they treat you like shit because they think you're the company.
They have a business. They have
Yeah.
You're just a kid. I don't understand anything. Because, another thing I kind of realized too is that a lot of customers kind of treated me kind of shit because, I'm still pretty young. I'm not turning 20 till June. Because as of recording, it's the 29th. Birthday's in a week and a little over a week. Anyways.
Yeah.
So
by the time the episode comes out,
coworkers, by the time this comes out, my birthday will pass.
Probably.
But,
yeah, because it's been a week since the last one got uploaded. Over a week, so it should be before your birthday.
Oh yeah, so it should be by like this Friday, right?
Yeah. That's what I plan.
We'll see if you spite edit.
I have other shit to edit. I'm sorry.
Let's see if you spite edits this one. But
I will. I fucking will.
You will. I'll bully you after we stop recording, and you're gonna text me like 12 a.m. Yeah, I finished it. Fuck you. Stayed up all night. Anyways.
Good job. It's my week off.
What was I saying? Fuck, I forgot.
I've completely gone.
God damn it, Corby. Fuck.
Corby?
This doesn't help. Okay. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I have someone in my Destiny server called Corby, and your name's Kirby.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, I'll fuck it up and mix up your names, and I'll be like, Kirby, shut up, and he'll be like, what? But what was I saying? I think what I was saying is that I appreciated the opportunity that I did have to work where I was, but I'm not doing that job again. Because now I remember what I was talking about. A lot of my older coworkers, that are in like their late 20s, sometimes actually some of them are like early 30s to mid 30s. Customers, treated them pretty nicely or whatever. And whenever they had asshole customers, usually the like assholeness would be for like a couple minutes and then they'd leave or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But with me, it was always like this prolonged episode where I'm getting yelled at for something I literally have no control over, and you can tell that they're talking down to me because they just see me as a kid who doesn't understand what I'm talking about, and that literally my first day of my last week, I had an old lady come in and she pissed me the fuck off because she walked in and she started complaining. She wanted to get this sign done exactly like her business card. And so I was like, okay, so but she was doing a really, really bad job at telling me what she wanted. She just made a symbol of like a triangle with her hand and said, I want a sign like this. And it's like a triangle. She's like making a triangle with her hand. And I'm just like, I don't understand. I didn't understand what she wanted because it just made no sense to me. Because because the sign she was talking about was like an A-frame sign. I don't know if you know what those are, but it's like, you'll see them sometimes like the best way to think of one. No, think of an A-frame sign as like the caution floor is wet signs that they'll put in bathrooms.
Oh,
that's an A-frame.
Oh, okay.
So
why'd you want it as a triangle? The fuck?
No, the way she was trying to describe it to me was as a triangle. That's what she made with her hands. She's like, I want a sign like this, and then made the triangle like without the bottom. I didn't understand what that was supposed to mean. I didn't get okay, she wants an A-frame sign, It's just she wants a sign, but is doing a very bad job at telling me what she wants. And so, it's getting to the point where she's just getting upset with me because she's like, oh, how do you not have any examples in the store? Because I told her it's not something we actually even make in store, so we don't have an example of it. And then, she was just flipping out on me because she's like, oh, last time, I got my business cards done here. It took 6 weeks to get it, blah, blah, blah. Every time I come here, I have a problem. And I'm kind of just sitting there like, then why do you keep coming back? If you always have a problem here, why do you keep coming back? Like, I personally, whenever if there's ever a problem with customers, it's either that the file that they gave us is so poorly done that we have to call together heaven and earth to try and make it work, or it's genuinely something that's like we just cannot for the life of us get right because it's so specific, or like they have such a specific standard. They're forgetting this is it's retail. You're training teenagers to do this job. Like, it's not really done by rocket scientists or people like professional printers. This is just a stepping stone for, teenagers to move on, or for people that have depressingly settled into doing retail for the rest of their life.
But that does sound depressing.
Unless you're an assistant or general manager, then you make a lot of fucking money. But that's besides the point. Yeah, she's like, she's just kind of being an asshole to me. And so she's just talking down to me, clearly like just being disrespectful as shit. But there's nothing I can say because, I'm still an employee, so I have to kind of just take it as I'm about to, get upset and punch a hole through the fucking wall. And so I finally get done with her. It was about a 2-hour thing because I talked to her for about half an hour to 45 minutes before she went to go sit somewhere else in the store waiting for her ride. And then her ride happened to be this like other dude that came in. The dude could not have been nicer. Like, bless his soul. That dude was so nice. Because he saw I was getting so aggravated with her. Because she actually said at one point, I don't know what he told you, but he probably told you something different because you're a man and I'm a woman. And at that point, I was trying to hold it all in because, I was about to curse her out. And I was like, ma'am, I told him exactly what I told you, and then went exactly back to what I was doing because I was actually about to explode.
Yeah.
And then when she went to the bathroom, the dude was like, he didn't word this the best way, but he's like, it's like, don't worry about her, like, whatever, like, she's a woman, just gotta let them talk, do whatever they need to do for whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, you could have worded that a bit better, but I understand the point he was trying to make.
Just remove the she's a woman part and you've got it nailed. You've got it just directly on the spot.
I understood the point he was trying to make, but it's like, that was possibly the worst way you could have said it. But,
yeah.
what was I going to say? So yeah, we finally got, when we finally wrapped up everything, and I told her several times, because I was at the point where I was like, this is not one of the customers where I need to have this ordeal with. Because whenever we place, design orders for customers, for some reason, we'll tell them several times, okay, you're just paying for the design. You haven't paid for any of the prints. And then they'll come back in and be like, okay, so where's the prints? And it's like, I told you several times last time, you're only paying for the design. You haven't paid for the print job. We haven't even started that order yet. You have to come in and approve of your design, and then we print it. Why would we get your design, print it, and then if you hate it, we have to throw this out and then make a new batch? Like, why would we do that?
Yeah.
And so I told her several times because I didn't want to have any problems with her. It's like, I need you to understand. Like, I didn't tell her that, but I was like, I just want to make sure you understand. All you're paying for is a design. Because she keeps talking as if, I'm not getting her to design. Or I'm not trying to give her a print. Or because she's she was also like, well, I don't want to pay for the design before I get it. Or no, she didn't want to pay for the sign itself. She didn't want to pay for the sign itself until she got it. And I'm like, ma'am, they're literally not going to work on it until you pay for it. Because we have to send it out to our production team or whatever, right? They're not gonna fucking do it unless you pay for it. So it's just gonna sit there collecting dust because you didn't fucking pay for it. Same thing with the design or whatever. And then, eventually that was all done. And this customer that had just came in maybe around like the ending of the whole ordeal, maybe the last 20, 25 minutes. She
Oh
just
no.
looked at me. And she was the nicest lady too. And she was like, I don't know how you do it. She's like, because she was seeing how much of an asshole and disrespectful this customer's being. And I was just like, it was a 2-hour ordeal, and then just kind of moved on. Because it's just, and that was actually the worst time. That was the worst experience I've had working there. And of course, that'd be my last week where I'm that visibly upset.
It'd be your last week.
It'd be my last week when I get that upset at a customer because they're being an asshole. But it's always interesting, because another thing too is like people will go, oh, I have to pay for my order before I leave, like before I get it, or like no, before I leave, like right after you place the order, it's like, oh, I gotta pay now, and it's like, yes, but like but I didn't get anything yet. Why would I pay for it now? And I'm just like, and I have to kind of restrain myself from saying, when you pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru, did they give you the food at the first window? Like, what kind of stupid fucking question is that? Do I have to pay for this now? What kind of dumb shit? Like, please explain that to me. How does that make sense to you that you're gonna pay for you're gonna try and get a service done and then pay for it? This isn't like a restaurant where they can either ban you or just stop you from leaving entirely because they have like security guards and everything. It's like, what's another example? The self-service machines, right? You have to pay. You have to like confirm the price of the job before it starts printing. It's like customers go like, oh, we gotta pay before it prints. It doesn't just print and then we pay. And I'm just like, no. Like, how does it fit in your mind?
Have you
I'm
ever
gonna
heard
get
of
this service done.
robbery?
It's like, how do you think in your mind, I'm gonna get this service done and then I'm gonna pay for it? That's like a dealer giving you the drugs and then coming back to you next week for the money. Like, what would make sense about that? So
I
it's just
don't know.
it's just a whole ordeal at this point. But I'm like I said,
It's
my
over
coworkers
with.
are the only reason I lasted that long there. Shout out to all my coworkers. But yeah, I'm happy to be out. I couldn't do it forever because I have other plans, streaming this now as like kind of like our chill thing every other week.
Yeah.
And then whatever else, programming and stuff like that.
All right. I was talking to my mate. Like, we were just chatting. We were bored. We were bored as fuck, and it was like 2 a.m. And I actually opened up about actually having this. Usually I kept it to like the podcast. Usually I kept it to my classmates because they don't give a shit, and I know they listen. But I told her about it, and she was just baffled, completely dumbfounded by the idea of doing this type of thing for fun, as like a therapeutic type thing.
I think that the reason is because we're so used to kind of being in the department of we need to make content, or like we need to like basically force content in a way, as opposed to this where we kind of just freeform talk. We just use this is our therapy, by the way. Not a healthy way, but this is our therapy.
It is a form of therapy.
But it's especially with streaming, it's, I think, who was I talking to? I was talking to one of my friends about it. Well, I didn't really talk about it. I told them, but they were like, oh yeah, they were laughing about something I posted on Snapchat, and they're like, I bet your streams are pretty funny too. I just have to re-download Twitch. And I was like, the streams are pretty funny. Like, we do have some funny moments, but I'm genuinely so much funnier off camera because of the fact that there's so much more I can say as opposed to when I'm on Twitch.
There's Twitch guidelines, there's YouTube guidelines, and then there's like GoHub guidelines, and where they don't have it.
Even with YouTube, though, I could censor out most of the stuff and keep in a lot of the content anyways. Because a lot of things we say, like, I could just bleep it out and then, still keep it in, and it'd be funny as shit. But it's like, on stream, I can't edit any of that out. I have to be, you have to be constantly thinking about what you're saying. And, I don't like the argument some people end up making on Twitter where they're like, oh, you shouldn't have to think about what you're saying. You should just not say it. but it's like no one has never not said something they're not supposed to, either by accident or on purpose.
No, we've all slipped a tongue. We've accidentally gone down that brain slide in where it's like there's like a transition progress. Yeah, you ever watch Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where it's like a bunch of fucking tubes and how the sweets being made? That's what it's like for like thoughts and shit. It's like in there is what's being like put in and what's being poured out for the safety of everyone else and ourselves technically.
For my hope of a career, we're leaving most of that. Yeah, most of the stuff is not safe.
And at the end product, there's our sentence. There's our words we choose for you to make you and for us to be happy. Now, occasionally, there's a slip and slide that just comes the fuck out of nowhere, and we slip on it.
Oh no, there's definitely something. Well, you bleep out like if I'll say something really bad, because you're gonna have to pop this out. But I was on stream, and we were doing the new dungeon in Destiny, right?
Yeah.
It just dropped Friday. So I got home from work. It was my last night. I was like, fuck it. It's payday. I'm gonna get myself some. Well, I didn't really get anything expensive. I just got McDonald's. But, I got McDonald's, came home, and then I was like, okay, we're going to stream the new dungeon. And we actually ended up doing 2 runs of it. So that was about a 4-hour stream. 4.5 to 5 hours. So there was one point, I don't remember why, but we were talking about this weapon called Wither Horde, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why. I think because I was so just kind of out of it also in a way. I just kind of almost reflexively said with no hesitation, Wither. Yeah, you're not gonna have to take that out. But I almost said that on stream. And I was like, so literally it went, I said Wither, and I was like, wait, no. Can't say that.
For anyone who doesn't know, James is black. And I am censoring this for reasons. If it's the first episode you're coming into, he's black, so he can say it. But at the same time, you're not allowed.
We're definitely bleeping it. We're definitely bleeping that. Yes.
we have to.
Out of necessity, we're bleeping that. I don't even want that. And so, like, I was on stream and I had to text my friend. I was like, I have to tell you what I was gonna say because it was actually gonna be that bad. And so I texted him, and he's like, I had a feeling because our sense of humor is that fucked up. He's like, I had a feeling that's exactly what you were going to say, but I wasn't too sure if that's exactly what you were going to say or not.
I wouldn't put it past you to say it. I wouldn't have put it past you to say it.
Like, see, exactly. It's a joke I would make, but it's like, since I'm streaming, I can't make that joke. But if I was just recording, I could have said it. It would have been fine, whatever. It just happens. But, that's not what happened. I was streaming. So, it's, that's why this is therapeutic in a way, because we can kind of still free-flowingly talk whatever we want about, and then if we don't like a bit or a section of the podcast afterwards, we can just kind of edit it out. You wouldn't know what content's taken out or what we talked about. So
take my word, you don't want to know what I don't know how long we recorded episode 4 for, but I remember
I think it was a solid 2 hours, 2.5.
Yeah, and it came out to 50 minutes because for some reason shit on my end crashed.
I think we also spent like the first hour and a half just like trying to figure out how we were going to talk.
We tried so hard. We went on Twitter for shit, and that was bad. But hey,
we were so desperate for content that time. That was the only time we were that desperate for content.
Yeah, no. Hey, we got some funny fucking shit out of it, but then it changed to we finally came up with the topic of being hacked and the music that came out.
Yeah,
I think we spoke a little bit about movies, but I can't remember if that was episode 3 or not.
I don't remember.
But yeah, no.
But I know Alfred did bring up a good point. I think it was Alfred I was talking to about it. I think he's listened to a couple of the episodes.
Yeah,
and he's like, we should definitely try. And I definitely agree with we should try to get more people on. But it's like the same time, we're already sometimes we struggle to get this together so we can do this podcast.
Yeah, living on completely opposite ends of the earth essentially is difficult to work with.
It is 5-hour difference, but
Yeah.
it's also, you also have to respect someone else's schedule too. And it's like a lot of times we're gonna end up recording on weekends, and sometimes people might have their weekends filled, or their schedule just won't line up with ours, because especially if they're in another country, that's another time zone we have to worry about.
Or you're like me and everything just kind of happens, nothing is scheduled, and like say James wants to record an episode and my mate's literally an hour beforehand say, hey yo, you want to come up for like a pint? And I go, fuck yeah, why not? Like,
and then the episode gets canceled, because that's, by the way, why it took 2 months for another episode to come out, because this fucker.
Me, hi, I'm the fucker. I don't know. It's just difficult because again, you work with schedules and I do not.
I mean, I'm off for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so if we wanted to honestly stockpile podcast episodes, we probably could. But then it's like at the same time, we'd have to find people to, bring on.
Yeah,
have a good time with it.
We could bring Dylan on. We could definitely bring Brendan on. And shit.
Yeah. I know I have one friend. I can't tell if he's serious or not.
If he wants to come on.
But he said he wanted to be on. He's like, yo, you should have me on. And I was like, yeah, then we're going to have like literally 3 minutes of actual usable fucking content. The rest of it is just going to be so scuffed we can't use it.
Oh, nah, but scuffed content's fun. For us, it's very fun. But
until we realize we have like 15 minutes worth of actual podcast footage. And then have to record more.
I don't know how the fuck we got episode 2 out with Dylan. Especially near the end. I don't know how the fuck we did that.
Oh my god. But
shit happens.
Yeah, we can definitely have Brandon on, have Dylan on one more time. And it's like, but then after that, it's kind of like, who else is really interested in, doing podcast stuff? That's the other thing as well.
Yeah, because people treat it professionally, and we don't.
We really don't. This is a very casual thing. We'll just we will talk about this maybe every so often besides editing, and then, actually planning to sit down and do this.
Yeah, what you guys don't fucking understand. Like, we say we need to record the episodes and now it's disappear, or James is busy or some shit. No, it's literally, we ask if we're ready. If we are ready, we get it recorded, we disappear for about a week or 2, and then we come back and we sit back down. We wasn't kidding in episode 3 and when we were saying this is the only time not only we can speak with our schedules, but it's also very therapeutic. Because again, it's just thoughts coming out your head. Like, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be high. I'm gonna be real. Like, I'd be under a bridge somewhere, just ripping a fat blunt, just having fun, just chatting bare shit. But no, I'm doing something a little bit healthier. Not a lot.
A little bit more productive. A little bit more productive with your time. Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of being high, a couple of days ago, I came into lessons just a bit off my head and shit. Like, I went to a trip with the college I'm at where we went to a zoo. And I'd forgot to sleep beforehand because making sure my door is closed in this. I took like a fair bit of edibles beforehand because I couldn't sleep. The nightmares and all that, they were keeping me awake. So I was like, you know what? If these thoughts are coming out, I might as well make them fucking funny as shit. So I ripped a couple edibles, came into college, had walked up, met my mate who had a spare spliff to spare, smoked that, and I'm just on the bus to this zoo, extremely fucked. I was specifically extremely high, and I forgot how edibles work for like a good period of time. Like, the better notice for people who don't understand, I've got an extremely high tolerance for like alcohol, drugs, and all that type of shit because I've abused it so much. But because I haven't been doing them nearly as much, I haven't been doing nearly as much shit as I used to when I was like 15, 16. My tolerance has gone down massively as well. And I forgot one edible, or at least 3 edibles can like get me decently fucked now, rather than, the whole patch of like 12. And I came off the bus still like decently high, and I just saw an elephant trunk, and that shit looked like it was 20 feet long. I shit you not, I thought his trunk proper whacked the bitch on the other side of its container. And my classmates were like genuinely concerned for me for like a little bit of time until it wore off.
Kirby concerning his classmates because he's just not entirely there.
No. All right, hear this, yeah? A couple months ago, I had a panic attack. Like proper anxiety panic attack. I can't differentiate which one was which because I didn't know which one I was having. Like I was shaking, I was throwing up, I was panicking and all that. My classmates, perfectly fine with it. Like I went out of lesson, I went downstairs into like the main area of the college. My one of my buddies went up to my class, told my teacher and classmates saying, Josh is having a panic attack. He needs to be checked up on. And they were like, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Like, you can sort it out. It's perfectly fine. It's Gucci. Me, a professional fucked face, can go into a zoo, again, stoned, like coming off of an high. And that's what triggers my classmates like, oh fuck, he might be doing some shit. Oh no. Like, put that in perspective real quick. That just shows you the scale of responsibility my classmates have in England.
I can see that.
I still love you guys if you're listening to this. But yeah.
He's lying to you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I did that. That was fun. That was great.
What's the next thing?
I also had to babysit a bunch of drama students. Because, again, actually, this is like a reverse angle. They're all lightweights. They all wanted to go out drinking, and I didn't want to. But I went there because I wanted to be social for a bit. I just tried to burp and vomit almost came out. Anyway, like, I went up to, like, because I know these people are lightweights as shit. So I was like, you know what? I'll make sure no one, like, falls over each other and snaps each other's necks.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I ended up, like, chilling with them for, like, a good 3 hours. Until I had to walk a couple of them home. It was so fucking stupid. One of them had a comment about being super straight. If anyone fucking remembers that.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no, it was a weird comment. And we ended up talking about, do you know what
Real quick. Let me take a shit real quick before you start something else. Hold on.
Fuck's sake. Alright.
Why does it sound like I kick a fucking cat every time I close my door? Jesus.
For people who don't know, before we ended up recording this, I just heard James close his door, and I laughed really hard because it just sounds like, I don't know how the fuck you're killing that cat, but it just sounds like it's
very slowly and painfully, apparently.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that sounded like a demon. What was he talking about? I went on Instagram, so I forgot.
Was it about me spending $2 on Garfield cart?
No, but we might as well make it about you spending $2 fucking on Garfield carts. Wait.
I didn't just get one Garfield cart. I got both Garfield carts for $2.
So you spent
Shout
$4.
out Steam. No, I spent $2.
Is the game $1?
If you buy the bundle, there's a bundle sale right now where it's like for $152 American, you can get both games, and so it came out after tax to be $2.01 for both games.
Yeah, no, he put in the story the best $2 I've ever spent, and it's just Garfield cart. And he proceeds to say, bro, it's fucking amazing. Only $2.01. Lamau. Hey, man.
Listen, bro, it's a bargain, bro. For Garfield cart, definitely also streaming that, by the way. I don't know when, but it is happening.
Yeah. Bro, if you're streaming it, I might get it. if you're streaming it, I might just go in and go, hey yo, James,
there is an online
guess what
PvP.
I got? That
It
is
is an online PvP.
that is true, and I suck at card games, so it would be funny to see me crash a lot. But free content, innit? I'd definitely do that. But speaking of streaming, I've decided to actually start it. Literally, the second we're done with this recording, I'm gonna do it. So, calling Dead Space at Joshua and Scott Curbs. Well, why not?
So only be like a week after, when they find out about it.
Yeah.
Via podcast, but
yeah. It'll still be up, so hopefully, if Twitch doesn't take it down for like some stupid, like I'll make some like necrophilia joke. I know I will, and not get me.
Oh my
and
God.
not get the video shut down. Tell me I'm wrong. It's me.
Knowing you, yeah, probably.
Because if you somehow haven't got it yet, if I think of a joke, it's very hard for me to just not say the joke. And I'm not particularly PG either, so.
I don't think either of us are.
No, but you have.
Like, past rated R. Well, we passed rated R by like 3 miles, but
Yeah, but yeah. What's the one after R? Is it A?
No, it's NC-17.
I'm a quickly, because I know there's a
And then
rating.
unrated. A is for video games. It goes early childhood.
Yeah.
E for everyone 10 and up, T for teen, M for mature, and then A for adults only.
Yeah. Yeah, R-rated, which is restricted, and then NC-17. Yeah. All right. I've not seen a lot of NC-17 shit, but now I kind of want to. I don't know why.
It's mostly just gore porn or actual porn.
Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly.
At least as far as I'm aware.
Like,
I haven't seen any, but that's what I've heard they all are, basically.
I watched the... Oh, fuck me in the Alps. What's his name? Fuck, what's his name? I'm proper blanket on this. He's the guy who does all the ice videos, the ice tier lists shit.
The ice tier lists?
Icebergs. There we go. He does all the iceberg videos. Like he did all the conspiracy theory ones.
No idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Wintergoon. There we go. Channel called Wintergoon. Who went through the fucked up movie Iceberg. There's like 8 tiers or some shit. And I remember I saw everything in tier 1 and 2, and then everything past that, it was just straight up porn. It was just straight a hardcore, like, you can't categorize it as anything else other than rape porn, necrophilia porn, shit like that. I just remember it being that. Oh, and one really fucked up Japanese film that I haven't watched in like 4 years, some shit like that. But I completely erased it from my mind. It's one where she like joins the circus and shit. Rats go out of her pussy and also eat her out at the same time. It's gross. It's very fucked up. I'd highly suggest you watch the video. Not the movie I'm talking about, but Wintergoon's fucked up movie Iceberg type shit. It's very good content. Great content.
All I have to say is, what the fuck? Could have gone my entire life without hearing that. Like, how did you even? How do you even stumble upon this? Because that takes effort. No one just accidentally stumbles onto a video like that.
You know what it takes? It takes Facebook. I'm not lying. It took Facebook for me to find that video. And it was a guy, like, crying over this fucking poster of, like, this movie saying, oh my god, it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. Come on. I just watched Grown Ups, for fuck's sake. So I went to go watch it. And I'm like, oh my god, I might throw up from this. This is genuinely horrific. It's fucked up. I don't remember the movie's name, nor do I want to remember the movie's name. And for the video version of this episode, you're not getting a fucking picture of what the poster looks like. You're gonna have to find it yourself if you really want to. Anyway.
Oh my god.
That, and I don't want to remember any fucking scenes. Any more scenes than those two. Because, just ew. Ugh. But nah, I love icebergs. Have you, like, gone through any icebergs? Like, just Googled?
No. With what time?
I don't know. Free time when you're not streaming. Bored.
I'm either
Scroll through
sleeping
Reddit.
or working. I've been either sleeping or working. That's it, bro. And then every once in a while streaming. That's it, really.
Fair. I like you say that, and then I like a couple days ago, I saw you recording your mate jump over a fucking fire. So, like a fucking idiot.
When was it? Did I record someone jumping over the fire?
I think I remember a fire and someone jumping. I don't remember if you.
No,
jumped
that was
over
Alfred. That was Alfred. That was Alfred that recorded that.
I don't remember it being on his story though.
I wasn't there for that. It was on his story. It was to the group chat.
Oh yeah, the group chat. I just like forget exists until like shit posting it.
So we all end up shit posting something in there.
Yeah, and then occasionally you go, "What the fuck, Alfred?" And it's just
because usually it's something that warrants that response.
I mean, in your case, yes. And Nicole's, I get no. Yes, also technically, but still.
She's there every once in a while, you know. She's still hanging around somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh yeah, you just reminded me of something. So there was a rainbow that happened a couple days ago, yeah. Like it's Sunday now, so Wednesday there was a rainbow. And because we're reaching the summer in England, it's getting darker at like a later time, like 10 o'clock. It actually turns to night, legally. And there was this rainbow that popped up, and I'm walking, and I just see a field, and the kid is like, the rainbow's like right above us, technically. Like you can barely see it if you take like 20 steps back, and you go, oh yeah, there's a rainbow right there. That's fucking cool. And this kid started running across the field and went face first in the horse shit. Just, he tripped, he jumped, he fell directly in the horse shit.
Oh my god, why would you? I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell.
His mom was mortified. And I'm there trying so hard. Because right behind me, there's like an entryway of like trees to go into another field, which is like near my nan's. And I'm very close to that. So I just turn around and start laughing my ass off through that fucking entrance. And all I hear in the background is just this kid going, "Ah!" I just hear that in the background. Oh, it's fucking funny.
Oh my lord. Why did I laugh at that?
Because it's funny. Children are funny.
Tripping into horse shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally. Got a face full of shit, boy.
Oh. Shit. Fuck your mom, shit lips.
I've said that before. I said that not long ago after I saw you posted on your Snapchat. It's just a line that won't leave my head anymore.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Very much thank you, because I love that line.
There's another video that me and my friend, every time we watch it, we start laughing hysterically. I have to send it to you sometime. And every once in a while, I'll just end up quoting it. Or like saying the entirety of the video from start to finish. Because it's just so stupid. But it's so fucking funny at the same time. We just cannot help but laugh.
What's the fucking video?
What?
Like, what's the whole line for the video?
It's an SCP thing. But it's an animation. Hold on, let me pull it up.
I forgot about this tweet. Oh no, I forgot about this John P tweet. Send me this video real quick before I start going about this rant. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's on iPhone. I don't think this will load.
Don't worry about where it's from. Don't worry about where it's from. Just watch the video.
It's just like I don't know if it's gonna load for me. All right.
Well to that.
I suppose that would be a good idea. Jensen, can you go to Taco Bell and grab a potato griller for us?
Oh, for the love... You know, you don't always have to stick me with this shit. Good fucking God. Maybe I want to watch the SCP while you get the fucking Taco Bell. Ever thought of that, motherfucker?
Jensen, I know you've been staring at the tits for the past 5 hours and nothing else. You have to do some work.
Are you even looking at what I'm looking at, bro? It's a nice fucking rack. What are those, C's? D's?
They can be any size you want.
I don't give a fuck. I know I want them in my mouth. That's what I fucking know. I want to stick my dick between them. That's what I fucking know, bro. I cannot control this carnal desire to fuck.
Go get the goddamn Taco Bell.
I want to put my tongue inside of her go.
You just punched the fucking glass, Miller?
We just cleaned the glass. What the hell is that noise? Oh my God.
Yo, she's humping the fucking glass, bro. She wants it, bro. I'm going in.
Jensen, no.
Jensen, yes.
Here I go.
Let me know
We should toss in some more fast food.
Oh, that was fucking stupid. Oh my God.
Jensen. Jensen, no. Jensen, yes. Bro, that's my favorite fucking line from that entire thing. Oh my God.
Oh Christ.
That definitely has to go to the visualized episode, by the way.
It is absolutely Roman. I'm pinning it.
I want to find the original artist because that shit is so fucking funny.
Yeah, alright. I've pinned it, so when I'm editing, I'm gonna fucking remember. The audio might go in as well. Because that fucking line killed me. I want to stick my dick between the tits.
No one in the fucking Spotify app is gonna understand the fucking video.
Oh, not a clue, mate. I'm cutting all that fucking thing out. Holy shit. This
will be a YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, baby. Oh, that's funny. Holy fuck.
I told you, bro. I told you.
Yeah. Whilst we're on funny shit, whilst it's not as funny, have you heard about the Jordan Peterson line? So, okay, all right. For context, on Twitter, New York Post made a tweet saying, "Yummy Nun shaking over an SI swimsuit cover reveal," and it's a bigger woman in a swimsuit. And Jordan Peterson said, "Sorry, not beautiful. No amount of authoritarian tolerance is gonna change that." and Hasinabe, a very big Twitter personality, retweeted that tweet, or commented on that tweet. That exact line, "sorry, not beautiful," with the crying Jordan Peterson post. And Jordan Peterson fucking left Twitter because of it.
Because
and now,
of what Sanabi said, or just people harassing him?
No, because he got ratioed. He got double the amount of tweets because he just copied and pasted what Jordan Peterson said.
Oh my God.
Like, 1 minute. I'll send you the images over at Discord and I'll pop them up on screen now. Because the line made me laugh. It just made me laugh so fucking hard that he left Twitter over his own tweet being ratioed. As you can see, the tweet underneath got slightly more than double the amount of likes. And
because he used a reaction image, and that's actually pretty fucking funny. He got literally more than double the likes.
With a funny fucking image.
Quote tweets, he didn't get many retweets. But he got more likes, so I guess that's what the ratio is.
Yeah. And he's the bottom from Twitter. Which, good. I don't think Jordan Peterson's very good for a Twitter audience, really.
I feel like he fits right in for fucking Twitter. for the usual people that are on Twitter.
Oh yeah, no, for usual bitches on Twitter, yeah, it works, but still, I also don't think he works for it. I think he's slightly too positive for a male to be on Twitter. I say that as he literally,
positive.
I say that as he literally goes, sorry, not beautiful.
You know, he's just really positive. He's
Yeah.
this really positive person on the Twitter platform. After he literally basically calls a woman a fat fuck, like what the fuck? Like, I'm not sure how positive that is, Kirby.
Nah, mate, he's a great positive person. He's only positive when men are involved, but it's still positive. Like, I wouldn't put it past him.
That's not,
like,
I don't think that made it much better. I don't think that made it much better at all.
Nah, great. It's great. What do you mean? Men's superiority. That's a joke, but still. Oh my Christ. I don't know why when I first saw that tweet, I just died. Something in me just, like, collapsed. What's this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Other than that, not much has happened. Politics has happened, but I think you're right. Yeah, I don't want to go over in this.
Listen,
episode.
someone already asked me at work. Some customer asked me at work, and I was just like, "Why would you ask me that? I don't want to talk about this with you."
About the British thing?
No, about what happened in Texas.
Oh yeah.
And it really did feel like she was trying to set me up. And I was like, I don't want to do this right now.
Oh well, ain't she a bitch? The fuck? Don't do that. Don't like try and set people.
Because like we're not gonna get into it, right? But
not the Texas one, no.
To keep it brief, she had basically asked me, "What do I think the problem is?"
Yeah.
And the town that I work in is a very conservative town, and we'll just leave it at that.
So the real issue can't be said.
The real issue, because it's a very divisive topic in America. Not gonna get into that too deeply, but the usual couple of things that are blamed. The couple of things that are usually blamed. Unfortunately, I don't like to say every time this happens because it shouldn't happen so often. But the usual things they'll blame it on. That's what she brought up. Like all those, like she's like, "What do you think it is?" And I just said a blanket statement of I think along the lines like, "Oh, it's just a mixture of things." So I'm like, I don't know you until we're not getting into this. That's a little insensitive. I don't want to talk about this. Like I don't, and I feel like no, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
Okay, no, we can talk about it after the episode ends.
Yeah, I mean, like by the time this comes out, too,
it'll be old.
It'll be,
which is sad.
Yeah, it's
fucking
depressing
hell.
to think about. How do you think I feel? But
yeah, you live there. Not in Texas, but like you just live in that country.
But I don't know, man.
It sucks. The entire situation just sucks outright.
The best way I've been describing it to people is that I've gotten to the point where so much shit has happened. I'm just like, it doesn't feel right. Like it's actually terrifying. The fact that I've gone from, oh my god, how could this happen, to I can't believe this happened again. As if, this is something that should be happening, or has a possibility to happen over and over again. It shouldn't be happening over and over again.
Yeah.
But that's a topic for people that I quite frankly don't want to get into it with. I don't have the time or patience.
Or
to start playing the fucking statistic game. It's like, oh well, this percentage of blah blah blah, and then this percentage of blah blah blah, and then this.
Yeah,
but the percentages. Yeah. Anyways,
being the conservative, you don't have time for that. Just sum it up like that.
it's just politics. I don't have time for. It's not even being a specific party. That's why I stopped watching the news, because I just get so depressed watching, like, keeping up with the news all the time.
Yeah.
But it's like, also it's just like I don't have the time to be sitting here, watching either CNN or Fox News, both of them throwing whatever the fuck it is at you, and it's just like, can we just agree that this shit shouldn't be happening and leave it at that? It shouldn't be, a problem that we have, but it is.
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving on.
Yeah, moving on to probably the last thing we're going to talk about in terms of just the politics area. That happened a week ago in America, not a week ago, a couple of days ago in America. And back in Britain, a truly non-homophobic, non-trans-hating country that we live in. If you didn't see, on Twitter, they put on a headline saying, an interview with the Attorney General, Susan Braverman, in the Times Square news article in Britain, in which he said schools should not feel compelled to accommodate trans children who might want to change their pronouns or dress or gender appropriate toilets, has prompted. Either way, Section 28, which was a law in Britain in where it's do not support being gay, that was the whole fucking law, is now being brought up again, but for trans people. And it's just fucked up that just the general attorney is talking about this. And it's just fucking stupid. It's extremely fucking stupid. And
It's kind of happening in America too, I guess.
When I came up with the whole trans argument, you said, yeah, it's kind of happening in America. I think I know what you're talking about.
But the don't say gay thing in Florida, I think it is.
No.
And it's, I don't know. But
I don't know what you're talking about now.
how do I say this? It's what this reminds me of in a way is kind of like the discussion about just general sex ed in general in schools. Along the lines of, at least in America anyways, where parents say, they don't want schools to teach their kids that. They want to be the ones that teach their kids that.
Oh, but they won't.
But then they won't teach their kids. It's like, I got the talk from my dad. That was also at a very different time of the world. But
yeah.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. The world hurts. My head hurts.
Yeah. Just the
Just
world
trying
sucks.
to think.
World sucks, mega dick. Oh, I know how to switch the topic on slightly further. Did you watch Doctor Strange?
I have not yet, no.
Have you not watched Moon Knight either?
No, I haven't. Bro,
Well,
I've been so busy with work, I barely have enough time to even get on my PC, let alone go out. If I get to go out, it's for maybe 2 hours, and I need to come back home because I got work the next day.
Yeah, but now you're not working for another 3 weeks. So
yeah, so I'm planning to definitely be streaming as often as possible. I'm gonna try starting Monday, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Trying to stream as close to daily as possible.
And I won't. So
for the next 3 weeks, just for the next 3 weeks, because once I go to Florida, my cousin does have his PC actually.
Oh.
Or he's getting shipped to him, and he's waiting till I come down to get the rest of his shit. So, streams while I'm in Florida still. Probably, I don't know what I'm gonna play. I might play some Destiny still.
Get some more games out your system. Why not?
I'll have to see what games in my Steam account I might play on his PC for a little bit. But Probably might mostly do like
Oh,
Garfield
Epic.
card streams just because how fucking stupid it is. But
Yeah. I believe Epic Games are making the Bioshock trilogy free as of right now. Let me just go double
I already
check.
have it.
Yeah, you could stream that.
I bought all of Bioshock already.
Same.
Like, okay, this is a problem I have right now, right? So, just bear with me. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
So, the problem I have is that I bought a bunch of games, because I was under the impression that I was gonna have the time to, record and then edit a bunch of things. And so I got like the Batman, well, all 4 games with all their DLCs. I got all the Bioshock games. I got Bayonetta. I got all the Borderlands games. What else did I get? I got Control. I got the Insane trilogy. I got all the Darksiders games except for the top-down one. I got all the Deus Ex games. I got both the Doom games. I got Dragon Age Inquisition.
That's a great game. I love that.
I have all the Far Cry games, literally all of them.
Ew.
I got Halo the Master Chief Collection and Halo Infinite. Got Horizon Zero Dawn, both the Injustice games, all of the Just Cause games. Metal Gear Rising, both of the Middle Earth games, which I do want to play. I'm gonna play them at some point. Both of the Mortal Kombat X and 11. Is there anything else that I got specifically? Sleeping Dogs. That's just kind of something I want to play at some point. I got the Spyro trilogy. I got both of the Star Wars Force Unleashed games, Fallen Order. All 3 of the Witcher games, and most of the Wolfenstein games. Because, when I first went into this, it was a different time in my life. Definitely, certainly a lot different than I am from where I'm right now. And I was like, yeah, I'll have time to, record all of this and edit it and, and then upload it, blah, 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 even if it takes a little bit. But the problem I've had is that that's definitely not the fucking case. I haven't recorded anything. I haven't edited anything. I have streams back from like February. I still have not edited. I still have my day 1 raid footage unedited. I want to edit it at some point. I don't know. I need to do it. But I literally have not had the time or the energy, because it's just like by the time I get home from work, I'm just so drained. I'm like, I can't right now.
You just don't know what life is when you get home.
So hopefully, I'm hoping that my next job, I can either get a more stable schedule, because my sleep was so all over the place. It's not even like I could make a schedule to do everything. It's like sometimes I was opening, sometimes I would close one night, and then literally the next morning I'm opening the store, and it's a fucking mess, bro. So hopefully my next job, I'll have a more stable schedule where I can actually, plan to do things a lot fucking better than I am right now.
Yeah. And then, well, so I'm not nearly as busy as you. I just have like personal projects I like getting out the way. Like a couple for other people, a couple for the college, a couple for myself. Okay. Like, I still haven't played through all 3 of the Witcher games yet. I only 10 hours into The Witcher 1, which I haven't opened since like November of last year. I still haven't completed Bioshock, which I opened on like the end of March. I recently got fucking Hollow Knight and the Evil Within and Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Xbox Game Pass. Still haven't played through those yet.
Okay, talking about Dragon Ball Z real quick. Fuck Xenoverse. Fuck Xenoverse. Because I hate the game so much, but I can't stop playing it. Well, actually, no. I haven't played it in a little bit. Because I get so upset at the difficulty spikes that'll happen out of fucking nowhere. And to their credit, they fixed the problem in Xenoverse 2 where they at least told you, hey, you need to be this certain level to go do that. You'll need to be this level to, like, you know, even be able to attempt this mission, really.
Yeah.
But in the first one, it's like, figure it out, fuck around and find out, basically. Like, you could literally go from one saga where you're just, like, wiping the floor with every enemy. Doesn't, like, you know, you're not really thinking about it. And then the next one, you can't even, like, stay alive for more than, like, 30 seconds after the opening sequence. It's so annoying.
Like, you're thrashing the boss of one game, and then, like, a Cyberman is killing you.
Bro, you have no idea.
No, I have an idea. There's a reason why I stopped playing fucking Xenoverse, mate. There's a fucking reason why I stopped.
I love Xenoverse so much as a game. I've loved the concept of that since I was younger. And I think the first game that I remembered having that, like, you know, custom character, you can make a custom character, was Raging Blast 2. But I never got to play Raging Blast 2. I only played 1.
Nah.
What was I gonna say? That's the only reason that keeps me coming back, because I'm still encapsulated with the idea of having custom characters in Dragon Ball. And I'm not gonna lie, getting older, it's kind of funny. This is very off topic, by the way. But like when you're watching back the anime, and then, you know, fucking Frieza goes to Goku and calls him a fucking monkey. And, you know, I was growing up and I was like, huh, I wish there was black characters in Dragon Ball Z. And then thinking about the Frieza line when I got older, I'm like, wow, I'm really happy they did not put in any black people as Saiyans. Because holy shit. Like Mr. Popo. Like, well, that's after. This is way after, right?
Yeah. This is super.
But Mr. Popo, like how bad that was. That was so bad they had to change it for the American market. That's how bad it was.
I don't like 80s anime or 80s manga all that much, because it's like Fist of the North Star, Fist of the North Star, Dragon Ball, fucking Hajime no Ippo. Like, they all got that same humor of, oh, black man with big lips, funny. They just find that funny, and I can't look at it because it makes me extremely uncomfortable, because they'll draw Americans, Asians, and all that the exact same, and then a person of color, bam! Here you fucking go, shit, let's have fun with this. And it's like,
bro, I was out last night, and one of my friends, we're in this extremely white town. I'm definitely one of the very few black people in this area. And one of my friends, as we're walking past this restaurant that's filled with only white people, he says out loud, they're also dining outdoors, by the way. There's a bunch of tables with them just like sitting there, you know, eating out. He goes, damn, James, you're like the only black person in this town. I'm like, bro, why would you say that out loud? Like, in front of this whole restaurant, people that definitely now feel weird too, just being like, well, he's not wrong, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
why would you mention that?
Yeah, it's like, dude, don't point it out. They might make sure I'm not the only black person in this fucking town. They make sure there's no black person in this town, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Well, it's America. I wouldn't put it past them. And that's just for anyone in general. Like, oh, there's a majority. Sorry, there's a less than a majority. There's no majority anymore. True equality can't happen in the states of freedom. Anyway, do you think that's just for this episode? An hour and 15 minutes?
This is a scuffed episode. You said hour 15.
Yeah, hour and 15. Which will be probably cut down for like an hour. But still.
Yeah, we should definitely have, you know, enough of the contents, you know, to keep going.
Enough of the recording footage.
Yes.
That, and I do want to stream not Dead by Daylight. What the fuck? I never would have touched that game. Fucking Dead Space. Because it's
Do you remember have you seen a tweet where someone says, hey, Dead by Daylight, could you have sex in the game? And they're like, we almost have to respect you for just straight out saying it, but no. And then they made a fucking dating sim. So generally some of those moments you're just like, why does this exist? Who okayed this?
Oh my god, just people. People are fucking like shit in hell.
I'm dead. Anyways,
same, but I'm streaming for the next couple hours.
I'm probably just gonna chill because I did my stream Friday night. Yesterday I was just kind of busy and I'm still kind of tired from yesterday, so I'm gonna chill.
Ease them a chill.
But tomorrow,
wow,
stream.
it's a role reversal. Yeah. Actually,
Listen,
no.
This is like the first weekend I've had to technically second weekend because they gave me last weekend off for the first time in literal months. Since January, I hadn't had a weekend off. It wasn't till like the week before, like the weekend before my last week. That's when I finally got a weekend off. It's my first weekend off, completely from work in general. I'm just like, I almost don't know what to do with myself in a way, but like at the same time I do. You know what I mean?
You have both so little and so much to do.
Exactly. Like I just have like kind of the muscle memory, like, oh, okay, I have this amount of time before, like I could take a nap for this long or whatever, or I have this, I need to go shower, do this before I leave, blah, 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 and get ready for work. And it's like the dread of going in, but it's like now it's like, oh, I have nowhere to go. Well, I mean, I have stuff I have to do, but, you know. I'm just straight
What the
chilling.
fuck?
It's great. I'm enjoying this a lot.
Well, the time to rest.
You have no idea.
Yeah,
Bro,
not yet.
after the multiple 6 to 7 day stretches I would sometimes do for work, just so my paycheck wouldn't be as puny, bro, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Go follow us on our shit at Dr. _ Void Kirby and at Swole You Grandin on Twitter and Joshua _ Curbs and You Grandin Swole on Twitch. Go do that. Go subscribe to the channel.
Almost affiliate. I'm almost Twitch affiliate. Wait, affiliate or part? Affiliate, yes. I'm almost Twitch affiliate.
Yeah,
Partner?
he's almost
Wait, hold on. Let me check.
affiliate. Yeah.
I think it's affiliate. I think I have literally every qualification but watch time.
Yeah.
Just kind of not watch time. People watching, concurrent viewers.
Yeah. Go follow us. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, NerdTalk, the NerdTalk Podcast, because we're actually up this time. Way. They're also bi-weekly, and they're gonna be bi-weekly for a while. They're gonna be bi-weekly until we fuck up and not record for 2 months again. Hey. And
I want you to know, as of right now, it is not my fault if we ever take 2 months again to record.
It's always gonna be me.
At least you could acknowledge that.
Yeah, I'm not a pussy. I'll acknowledge it. But yeah, go follow us on that. Go subscribe. We're gonna end this here because I want to stream. Goodbye.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.